want to get into our top 5 episodes?
Yes.
Well, my number 5 would be The Crusade / Gone. I thought that was a great introduction to Lois Lane. Basically, we introduce us to Black Kryptonite, and we also get to finish the Lionel prison arc. Essentially, of course, we also have. I'm going with Spell. That was a good one. That introduced Clark to magic. We get Kristen Crooks, Erica, and Allison's great acting, being possessed, and there.
With also some sexy moments.
Yep. We also get Scare. I go with Scare for number 3 because it foreshadows the finale with Clark's nightmare about another meteor shower, and also foreshadows President-elect Luthor again.
Yeah, where everybody has to deal with, their worst fears or things that they haven't fully gotten over.
Yep. Then we get the Sacred episodes, my number 2, because I like that the Chinese and Clark versus Isabel fight. That was kind of badass. And then my number 1, of course, is Onyx, because it's the group. We get to see the Lex Luthor that we all know from the comics and the animated series, but where we get to see him blackmail people, use his kryptonite ring, also beats the crap out of Clark.
I think the only thing did he also commit a murder?
Yes, and he committed murder. Which was the lead scene, but they showed us off screen. Okay, he did 2 murders. The beginning of the episode and then off screen / deleted scene.
Oh, yeah, the scientist.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
How does he...
And almost killed Clark and Chloe.
How he get away with those?
Because he wasn't himself. That's how it... And he's a Luthor.
But legally, how? Why? Because Luthor and money?
Yeah.
You can just cover up death. Oh,
yeah.
Well, yeah. How many times does he cover up deaths this season?
So many.
Good Lord, man.
Like, your top 5?
Well, going along with you, yes, definitely the Crusade and Gone, because we actually get to see Clark actually doing some actual Superman stuff. The more Superman stuff that they wouldn't let him do. We got to see the man fly. Plus also seeing him deal with the repercussions of having Jor-El as his father.
Mm-hmm.
Plus also see how most everyone is dealing with the fallout of season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord. Good Lord. Next, for me, Run. We finally get more legacy DC characters in a speedster. But not the speedster we necessarily think.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Barry Allen. It's not Wally West. Heck, it's not even Jay Garrick. It's Bart Allen. Still kind of wished he was more of I came from the future.
Mm-hmm.
But what you gonna do? I mean, this was during the time where the Flash embargo was happening. They couldn't use Wally because other things. Barry Allen was still dead in the comics, and I guess they just didn't want to use Jay Garrick.
Yep.
So we got Bart. But it was definitely fun to see. And Clark actually being able to confide more into someone else that has crazy, unique powers. And actually kind of help him out in, turning over a leaf. And now another episode with a legacy character, Jinx. Now, I wish they properly pronounced his name, but we got to see their own version of Mr. Mencius Spitlick.
For this one time only.
Yes, I understand. While I wished he was an imp from the fourth dimension that just has this weird obsession with Superman that makes him want to make him, that he essentially wants to make Clark make him say his name backwards to banish him back to the fourth dimension. This time he's just European kid that uses special abilities to essentially win money. Yeah. But at least we got some semblance of him, just like Crypto. Next is Spell. Hey, more indication that, Clark is susceptible to magic. Very susceptible. And also, seeing Lana, Lois, and Chloe be sexy. Even if Lois kind of had to do something that I'm like, oh, you're allowed to do that? Well, this is TV 14, okay. Yeah. Didn't you say she kind of felt weird doing that?
Yeah.
Who wrote that, and did they get a talking to or a reward?
I think you mean Lana, but
Huh?
I think you meant possess Lana when she says that line, but okay.
No, I'm talking about when Lois got possessed, and I'm not going to say it out loud. Just show them. How did they get away with that?
It was it's the High School Drama Network, WB. Still technically is.
Well,
the
yes,
CW.
before the CW.
Yeah.
And now the CW isn't even what it was now.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. But very good episode. Very good episode. And, of course, I have to agree with you as well, Onyx. Definitely one of Michael Rosenbaum's best performances ever in this series. That man truly was being the Lex Luthor we all want. As much as we know this is going to cause massive heartbreak when he ends up fully becoming this, but just the fact we got to see a bit of it. Fantastic.
But we also had the special guest stars
Yes.
that came around,
Quite a bit.
including Darkseid himself. Sort of.
Michael Ironside.
Our second thing since X-Men First Class.
Well, yes.
We also played another general.
Very much so.
Only he's not related, although he wasn't related to a character this time in the Marvel universe.
Yeah. And this is also him in a different section of our armed forces.
Yep.
Don't forget. He was in Top Gun.
Yeah. Of course, he was also in the next Karate Kid.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Of course, he helps. He teams up with Lex to go protect Chloe in the safe house. That doesn't go quite well.
Yeah.
that Clark and Lois had to go save Chloe from the meteor freak of the week that Lionel hired.
Lord have mercy.
Of course, then we get a Superman alumni, Mario Kidder. The other Lois Lane. She showed up right as the other Lois Lane showed up.
Did they ever get to?
No.
I know not on screen, but did they ever get to meet behind the scenes?
I don't know. Maybe.
I wish.
But that was only because they couldn't get Christopher Reeve, who sadly passed at this time. So she was the last minute. She filmed her 2 scenes for 2 episodes. And on the same day. Like, I've listened to the commentary for both episodes, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, how did she feel being in this series? Did she watch it?
I don't remember if they said she watched it or not. But they do make reference to her and Swan / her and Christopher Reeve's Superman relationship. Seeing if they were in a relationship. And Martha asked if they were together. And she says, in another life. Multiverse.
Continuity, bum.
Also, kind of gives a glimpse that Crosby also might have had a thing for Swan also. Like, he was too busy with his work.
And then, unfortunately, getting crippled.
Yeah.
Or, do they say he got into an accident?
No. He was just...
Do they ever?
No, I think he was... this continuity, he was always crippled.
What was he born?
I don't know.
With a disability?
I think so.
Or it just happened?
We need to look over those.
Yeah, we do.
Look over his first appearance, because that's where Chloe does all the back stuff. Of course, she ends up dying off screen. Murdered off screen. Because they couldn't afford her anymore, but still.
Did they have to kill her, though? You couldn't give us the opportunity of having more Margot Kidder if it was in the budget. And, I mean, this is even before she started dealing with, some of her medical issues.
Yeah. Of course, we get Brianna Brown as Scabby Abby.
Oof.
Who technically wasn't the villain of the week. She became persuaded by the villain.
Yeah, it was more of her mom.
Yeah.
She was just, unfortunately, victim of her mom's major mental issues.
Yep. Of course, Bart Allen himself, Kyle Gallner, as Bart Allen.
Happy a speedster's here.
First of many appearances, so this won't be the last of him.
Does he end up becoming recurring special guest?
Somewhat in season 8.
Nah, yeah. That's the Justice League season, right?
Well, something like that. It was already formed.
Yeah.
But
really, they couldn't get the speedster to help establish it. I swear. What was he busy? Rights, and was he busy with something else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, he was a good Bart Allen. He tries to hit on Chloe. He does make reference to him being from the future as a way to hit on Chloe. Basically, that was their only reference, along with his aliases that he had.
Yes, they fully acknowledge Barry Allen, Wally West, and Jay Garrick.
That they still couldn't afford those characters, but we have you instead.
But here, fake IDs.
Yeah. Yep, he's starts out as a rough kid who steals just to have a house or a big ass apartment.
How much money has he been stealing to have that? Good Lord.
So many. Until Clark persuades him to go join the good side, which he does at the end, and they do have a good run at the end.
Which I'm so happy.
Which was a nice homage to the comics.
The race.
Yep. And the second adaptation to do that because of the Superman anime series, Speed Demons. Did that with the Wally West Flash.
Which really Wally should have won hands down because he's literally the fastest. He's faster
Granted,
than
he wasn't voiced by Michael Rosenbaum then.
Really?
No.
Wow.
Yep. He was voiced by another guy who would end up reprising his role, sort of, only as Barry. Same thing with Michael Rosenbaum. He gets to be Wally and Barry Flashes.
See, that's why I'm calling for him to be Max Mercury or Jay Garrick in our new DCU.
Now we get to have the only Miss McKell. Did you say?
In the show, they pronounce it Mixelpitalik.
Mm-hmm.
It's Mitzi Spitlik.
Mm-hmm. And he's Russian.
Yes.
Played by American Trent Ford.
Which, I gotta give him credit. He did do a good job with what he was given. Yeah. I just wish he
playing goth. Goth imp, sort of.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, Chloe, how many of these individuals have you run into that you should proceed with caution?
Yeah. That never stops her.
I swear to God. With how smart she is, she's also very dumb.
Yeah. Of course, we get the Isabel's gang of ladies. Laura Gilchrist as Madeline. Hillens. And Melanie Paplaya as Brianna.
Yeah.
Yep, they're only in the cold open. They get burned to the stake.
Yeah. I mean, dang, they went full on witch with that.
Yeah, all three of them.
I mean, had Isabel actually done anything truly?
Possibly, yeah.
Oh, so she actually earned that burning.
Yeah. The other two were probably just innocent. Maybe.
Innocent people manipulated by Isabel.
Yeah. That's why she decides after getting them to possess Chloe and Lois, I'm not asking them back the next time I come back.
I gave you this solid once. Afterwards, this is all me.
Yeah. Of course, then we get the greatest return ever, Sarah Carter as Alicia Baker.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. Got nowhere to go.
Yep, you didn't see her face turn come after the last season.
Yeah.
Although she still had some sexiness, albeit with the sort of date rapey thing with Clark.
Yeah.
With Brad K. Clark.
Yeah.
At least in the terrible safe sex episode.
But did they have to have her commit suicide?
She didn't commit suicide.
Oh yeah, it was a murder.
Yeah.
It was a murder made to look like a suicide.
Where everyone blames her for trying to attack Lana and Jason.
You all cause this woman so much grief and then she gets killed.
Yeah.
I swear, did anyone actively be like, damn, I feel absolutely like crap because all of this happened? Did any of them show any sense of remorse.
Only Clark, apparently.
Son of a bitch. You all deserved that meteor shower then.
Yeah.
You deserved it.
Yeah.
Y'all should have gotten hit.
Yeah.
Maybe not die, but you should have gotten hit.
And she's the one who showed Chloe Clark has powers.
Yeah.
To prove to her that she doesn't know some of her friends well enough. So it was sort of to prove her innocence at the same time.
And yet y'all couldn't, give her a memorial, say, I feel so terrible about this.
Only Clark was the only one who felt bad after he finds her getting strangled. After he finds her already strangled, dead. That he goes out and nearly kills the guy who, the meteor freak who killed her. He almost did it too, until his future wife convinced him to stop. His future wife was there when he found the body, and his future wife was there when he almost killed the guy.
So they couldn't let him have at least one kill yet.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
But this was a justified one.
Yeah.
This wasn't like the Zod ones. This was much more justified.
Yep. Of course, we do get a comic book writer reference. Chris Carmack as Jeff Johns. He was also in the OC.
Huh.
Yeah, with Adam Brody and Ben McKenzie, all part of the DC.
California.
Yep. Yep.
So how many actors ended up working on other Warner Brothers or DC, or Warner Brothers or CW shows from this?
Some of them, yeah. But he played a meteor freak who liked to kill to protect his secret by just touching a person and making them paralyzed.
Yeah.
And he's the reason why Clark decides not to go be a football star in college. After realizing that all the toughness he would have to do. And
also testing.
Yeah. Then we have the Greenfield brothers. The guys who did the superpowered dog tests.
Which does that truly call as animal cruelty?
Yes.
Yeah.
Diego Latinhoff as Josh Greenfield and Nolan Gerard Funk as Zach Greenfield. I know the older brother was the more mean one.
Yeah, he was the one.
The animal abuser / killer.
Yeah. Because didn't they do this to even more dogs than Shelby and
that black dog?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's really messed up.
And was going to burn the dog and Clark alive.
Yeah, until he found out, oh yeah, one of these guys has permanent powers.
Mm-hmm.
Yaffed up.
Then we get Peyton List. Not that Peyton List from Cobra Kai. Another Peyton List.
How many Peyton Lists are there in Hollywood?
So far, just 2. It'll be more confusing once we do Batman Hush, where both Peyton Lists are in the movie.
I don't know if I want to do that one because they didn't do it right.
Well, we need the money somehow.
True. Please help us get to 500 subscribers.
If now I have to make Chris watch movies that neither of us want to watch. But she found as one of her first few acting gigs as Lucy Lane, because her aunt's sister.
Yeah, who is in Too Deep because debts.
And also con artists at the same time. She conned them so they could get the money.
And then realize, oh, they figured it out. Oh, I am in too deep.
Yep. Of course, this won't be the last. This is her first DC thing. She shows up again in Gotham and Batman Hush as Poison Ivy both times.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right.
Whenever we do Gotham.
Well,
and that also happened in season 4 of Gotham. She shows up.
of course.
Of course, she's also. Of course,
Though this isn't her only appearance, doesn't she
No.
come back?
the final season of the
Yeah.
show. Of course, then we get the meteor freak that possesses people. Because dying doesn't mean you stay dead as a meteor freak sometime. Beatrice Rosen as Dawn Styles.
Okay, now I'm going in. Why would you kill yourself?
Well, it was an accident. Okay.
No, she actually killed herself while she was in that medical coma.
Yeah.
Why would you do that without thinking, if my plan fails, I could at least go back to my body and, maybe go through some rehabilitation and, some surgeries.
No, she didn't like it because her face was ugly. That was the dumbest reason.
There are so many foul words I want to say right now.
She was basically Mean Girls.
But why would you kill yourself? Why would you kill your own body? And then once your plan foils, you go into the afterlife. Dumb.
Yeah.
God, that episode pissed me off.
Of course, we get a final appearance of one character, Eric Johnson as Whitney Foreman. He appears in a flashback for the cold open.
Yeah, where he was still being an asshole.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice to see him, though.
Yeah. And apparently the actor was busy with other things, so they had to reshoot stuff, but as he was getting ready to leave to go shoot another thing. Which frustrated him. He's like, really? I have to go soon. Let's finish this up. Yeah, he says that in the Talkville podcast.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that was his really disappointment thing. Was
So, despite playing the villain, he was actually cool with everybody?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually the guys that play villains are nice.
Of course, then we get the MCU person. We even talked about her in Spider-Man Far From Home. Nice to see you again, Kobe Smulders.
Yeah, before she's done dirty by Marvel.
Yeah. Damn Secret Invasion.
Can they get rid of that at a continuity?
Well, they're continuing to scroll things, so maybe after Secret Wars, they'll bring her back.
Yes, please.
But she plays the villain of the week. Shannon Bell / Eve Andrews.
Yeah.
A girl which was also her own fault because she was engaged when she slept with Lex.
And then just ruined your life.
Yeah.
So then you just decide you want to ruin his life by committing murders.
By sleeping with him again and killing his other stalker and leaving the dead body there to set him up.
Yeah, and then killing his lawyer that he had
that she was working with also.
Yeah.
Because she was foreshadowing the Clark Kent thing with the glasses.
Yeah, that, and also the fact of, not only did you kill your employer, you also killed your employer who had a very similar relationship with Lex as you did. So why? Shouldn't you feel a bit?
I guess because she found out that she's...
So no witnesses?
Yeah.
That's why she had to die? No witnesses?
Yep.
Dang.